Hello to my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Let's go. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Libras. Hopefully you are having a great weekend leading into this week as we're closing out this cycle. All right, Libras. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. All of my relationships are harmonious. All right, talking to you wherever Libra is in your birth chart. Libra is about relationships. So find out what your zodiac sign is in your seventh house. Seventh house, all right? So seventh house is about relationships, your personal and your professional. It looks like the scales of balance or scales of justice. You're trying to keep it balanced out, keep a peaceful, like healthy work-life balance, right? But can also, if you're not balanced out, you can miss who's an open enemy to you, right? If you just stay in one or the other without, being balanced out, healthy work-life balance. So there's a projection, and you may not even notice that somebody is saying that they're treating you like they are your better half, right? So you're paying attention to what people are saying, how they're communicating that. They're treating you like they are your better half, right? That they're better than you, right? You're not a half of a person, right? A projection, right? So you don't want to have to find that out in court when on the other side of the table, when they're saying, if it wasn't for me, this person wouldn't be anything. And you're like, what? Wait a minute now. Hold on. What do you mean? So, you have to go back in your mind and go, this person was, wait a minute, they were saying little things like, basically telling you how to dress and how you wear your hair and acting like they were your consultant and teaching you this and that. Like basically, you were thinking you were complimenting them and being high vibrational, when all the while they were telling people, if it wasn't for them, you would be nothing. So, yeah. So you're talking about balance, Well, they see you as, balanced out. Here we have, so somebody was sacrificed. After all the sacrifices that you made. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, someone felt like they were not, someone was sacrificed here. After all the sacrifices that they made, and here's the Eight of Pentacles here. And so somebody does not want to detach from money. Somebody wants to make money off of someone. Yeah, somebody wants to make money off of someone, a high priestess. And somebody wants to bring judgment down on somebody after judging someone. So two energies feel like they want, after they judged someone, lowered someone's reputation, this Hangman energy connects us with Pisces. That connects us to Neptune, right? So somebody took some kind of impulsive action. So remember, Neptune is currently retrograde in Aries. Aries is ruled by the Tower card. So two energies, two karmics did this to two energies, right? They were obsessed with two people, two energies. They decided they wanted to somehow attach their money. They wanted to attach themselves to someone's two people's multiple streams, or someone's multiple streams of income. Except they made an impulsive act, took some kind of impulsive action to exploit someone. That's what this is here. To chain themselves to someone's money, their second house, right? The second house connects us to Taurus. Okay, so the second house, I had to add a little bit more time here. Second house connects us to Taurus. So we're not talking about a Taurus, we're talking about second house Taurus, right? Zodiac sign Taurus, right? So the second house is about possessions, money, finances, So it looks like here you are maybe you could be a person, you could have at least 8 streams of income. Who knows? You could have a lot of streams of income, a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're rich. You can have like a little bit, from different resources, right? Maybe you have a book, maybe you have a candle line, maybe you have plants, whatever you got going on. Maybe you have a hair care line, maybe you sell shoes. You can even sell chairs. I mean, like this person is sitting on a chair. Maybe you have like this person has their hair wrapped up in a bun. So this person could have like hair accessories, like different, like little different things. So in other words, you have 8 streams. You can have it up 8. Let's say you have up to 8 streams. When you meet these 2 karmics, right? And karmics are energies that you come into your life to teach you a lesson. Basically, so 2 symbolizes peace, right? So you're thinking that, okay, these energies come in peace, but they're really coming to disrupt your peace, right? So source is saying you see 1 and 2 is 3, right? So you're not seeing that these energies are there to sacrifice you when you're talking to them. You have no clue. You're not somebody, you may not even picking up right there to sacrifice you at all. You're talking to them, right? Because we got the dark side of High Priestess energy there, right? And then you have the Judgment card here. You're trying to rise above the judgment there. You're like, okay, well, all right. You're not judging these energies until they're trying to bring judgment down on you. Right, here's a 5 of Pentacles here. So something made you feel worthless. That made you feel sick to your stomach. It really challenged your Chiron. Chiron goes, retrograde at the end of the month. Right, here's the 8 of Cups here. So you walked away. You walked away from something. Instead of in hindsight, somebody wish they could have walked away sooner. In hindsight, right? Something about death, when we're talking about the number 8, and also the Judgment card, which is currently retrograde. Something about death, meaning something ended, like something for you just said, made you sick. So something you saw with your eyes. Usually like something you saw something that just kind of like, let me see how I can sort of like kind of, like you saw a ghost. Like see how this person right here? Like somebody saw a ghost. Like this, you saw a spirit. Looks like somebody saw a ghost. Here's the 3 of Pentacles here. Something about you got you working, like mastering something behind closed doors in the spiritual realm. Yeah, here's the 8 of Swords here. So when you look back, you see how restricted you were, like kind of sort of looking in the mirror, just kind of sort of like you couldn't see something. Here's a 6 of Wands here. Right. Yeah. So yeah, something in your yeah, here's the Emperor card. So something is you're a prayer warrior. You're a prayer warrior. Something about the want to say like rivalry or like it's like something in somebody's family where people just kind of sort of like, it's almost like, it's like only, how can I describe it? Like in every family, there just has to be like one person in every family that's the star. Like everybody has to rally around one person in the whole family. No matter how big the family is, there has to only be one person in the whole family. That's what I'm picking up on. So, something you learn how to save yourself. Yeah, so it's like you and somebody, it's like you and somebody learn how to save yourself by just walking away. Like, I feel like that's what you and somebody have in common. Like when you look back, that's what you and somebody have in common. It's just like you learn how to just walk away. Like, okay. Here's a Two of Swords here. Yeah. Eight and two of Swords here. So yeah, so usually a Ten of Swords is like someone who's like, it can go either way, right? There's like this portal here. It can go either way. Either your person, when people talk about you behind closed doors, you really like, okay, I'll just take the same swords and just cut people off. I don't, it's like, okay, they cut themselves out of my life. Then you can either look at it that way, or you can look at it as like, wow, and we really hurt by it. Like, okay, I can't believe they talk about behind my back. And to be really hurt. Either way, it hurts. Either way, you're in human form. That's everybody in human form. But then after a while, you just go, okay, you know what? All right. And you just move on. So I'm seeing here the Wheel of Fortune here. So somebody feels very fortunate to know that you're not the only one, like in the family that felt a certain way. Somebody has that in common. Not that you stay misery. Like, okay, well, you're not the only person in the family that saw something. Yeah, so here we have the Two of Wands here. It looks like these are two fire signs. And somebody, well, let me see, is it fire? Yeah. So yeah, this is somebody, and this is in somebody's family. So whoever's family this is in, whoever these fire signs are, it's like, and this is not all fire signs, okay, obviously. I speak very highly of all zodiac signs, but what this looks like, whoever these people fire signs are, they have to be the center of attention, whoever these energies are. Doesn't matter what the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, whoever in your family, whoever you are, have to kind of sort of lead the team. It could be their sun or moon sign, right? I'm seeing people kind of sort of walking away from something now. Kind of sort of like in hindsight, seeing something. Somebody's seeing something now. Because somebody's now starting to make a declaration that all of your relationships are harmonious. Basically, now you're starting to speak that into existence. So the moon in Cancer is about feeling like you feel secure in your relationships, you feel nurtured in your relationships, and something about someone being at the center of another human being being the center of your universe. When you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, all the other planetary placements, right? And then you have a sun sign. Your sun sign sits in the middle of and the other planets surrounding that. Like you got your moon, you got your other planets that sit around, in the solar system within your, so you can't let somebody else's sun sign sit in the middle of your universe, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you can't make somebody else the center of your world. And we have the Four of Cups here. So that's where the competition came in between, looks like you and someone else here. Whoever this energy is. Yeah, something happened like really, really quickly with you and someone. Anyway, whoever this is. So yeah, I see somebody moving forward with just harmonious relationships. Yeah, this kind of sort of fell out sideways. So I don't know who this is for. So take only what resonates with you. Yeah, the Nine of Swords fell out sideways. It's like I feel like somebody could be impartial to the nightmares. Like somebody could be yeah, I feel like somebody could be still trying to wake up. And I think it's only because you're a Libra, you might be a little indecisive about something. I think that's the reason why. You could be still indecisive about something. Yeah, and this could be the reason why. Here's the Four of Wands here. Because I feel like somebody may have, just be kind of having memories of you and somebody having a really good time together. So what's coming to me now is that somebody may be like, oh, it wasn't all bad, like in that kind of sense. It wasn't all bad. It was a nightmare, but it wasn't all bad. Really think about it, wasn't all bad. But then it wouldn't be all of your relationships are harmonious then. And that's how you're going to save yourself, by just closing something out. Like completely, emotionally, all of that. It's just saying, okay, I'm gonna have to really work on something behind closed doors. Because Source is trying to put somebody in some kind of a leadership position, and somebody's gonna have to make some tough decisions about, being in a leadership position. So. Here's a trust your first mind. Don't look back. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self? It's all becoming clear. It's time to heal your wounded healer or wounded warrior. That's your Chiron. Don't give yourself a headache. Pour into yourself more. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Keep closing out a cycle in love. Yeah. Your gifts have increased. You have the gift of clairaudience. Throat chakra cleanse. Pray for them. New love awaits for somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody has new love coming across their path. Somebody looks like somebody may have been going on trips with somebody. Like maybe you and somebody used to go flying places, or y'all used to go travel together or something. Somebody has not been happy without you. Your next love interest will make you happier. Things are starting to flow to you like water. Yeah, I feel like somebody is on top of something, but it's that Nine of Swords that kind of fell out sideways that could end up hurting somebody. Could end up hurting you. Whoever you are could end up hurting you in the long run. Because somebody has new love awaiting. What's hidden in the Judgment card is death. That's the part somebody's not seeing here. It's like somebody is, and I'm talking about in a physical sense. I'm not talking about saying stress somebody out to death. I'm saying somebody in a physical sense wants someone unalived. Right? So 9, here we have I am compassionate, number 9 here. 9 is also the end of something. So it's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. Something looks like a lot of energy has been put into something and humiliating. Somebody wanted to hang a high priestess out to dry, bring judgment down on a high priestess. Somebody felt like something was their way or the highway. That's what this looks like. This is an organization. So somebody has a moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you could have a moon in Leo. I don't know. So, Queen of Alchemy. Yep. Queen of Alchemy. Alrighty. Let's see what is going on here. We have the Chariot card here. The Fool. Somebody has a feeling about someone's dog. And someone run somebody's dog over. Because I'm looking at the Chariot card and this person's on a motorcycle. Something happened to someone's dog really quickly. Something happened really fast to someone's dog. And I'm seeing this snake here, which symbolizes rebirth, death, rebirth. Somebody's dog may have died really fast. Somebody had a feeling that something was connected to that. Here's the Six of Wands here. So we got 666. Yeah. So obviously 666 is not, I mean, it's not always, you know, like I said, reading the numbers, the light side and dark side of numbers. 6 is a very nurturing number. So you could have had, if you look at it in one sense, the 6th house is health and well-being, right? 6th house is here where we humble ourselves, the task at hand, daily routines, you know, maintenance to put bread on the table, keep the, you know, the body and mind in good working order. So this could have been people trying to humble 3 energies, in a sense, or humble 2 energies or whatever, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So here we have 9 of coins here. So that's what I'm seeing here in the cards. Humble them if they wanted to be independent, like independent of something. So whatever that means. All right, that is what I have here in the cards. Let's see. Change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroad in your own evolution. All right, so make it a very peaceful week. So spend time with friends. 4 and 9 is 13th. I'm seeing a rebirth here. And that is what I have. All right.